All right. So I scheduled our very first Fit Nation coffee chat for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to give us an opportunity to like get together as a big community and ask questions or check in or bounce ideas off each other. I know that a lot of people are following like similar program plans, but then there's other people who are just like kind of all over the place and doing whatever program feels right for them. So I just wanted to give like a platform if somebody was, oh, I'm looking for another program. I loved this. What does anybody recommend? That way, everybody who's done different programs can kind of chime in. And then I know we've had a lot of questions about like weights and equipment and food and recipes and all that stuff. So I thought that it would be nice just to get together, whether we do this once a month or whatever feels right, just as a big community. We all have the same goals at the end of the day. So it's kind of nice to just bring our minds together and chit chat about all of that. And then we have some really big announcements that I wanted to get out in front of everybody before, well, I'm not ahead of the game. You probably already got the email from the Beachbody like corporate offices. If you are in the My Challenge Tracker, you got that email. So some of you may be familiar. We are using the My Challenge Tracker for the 10 rounds group that we're running right now. So basically there's an app. It's called the My Challenge Tracker. It is similar to Fit Nation in that it's like a community of people. Everybody does daily check-ins. And the difference is, it doesn't matter. So there's a group doing that 10 rounds in that app right now. Going forward, that app will be decommissioned as of Saturday night, and Sunday launches a brand new app to Beachbody, and it's called BODGroups, and it's part of the Beachbody On Demand app. So everybody probably already has the Beachbody On Demand app, and it's going to change Saturday night, and you'll see a group on a section on your Beachbody On Demand app pop up that says groups. And what this is going to show you is all of the groups that your coach is hosting. So any of my clients and customers and coaches will all see a 10 rounds group appear in that group section, because what I have going right now in the My Challenge Tracker app will go to this new BODGroups app. The coolest thing about BODGroups is when you do a workout on Beachbody On Demand, it automatically will load it to whatever group you're in. So there's no like manual check-in needed. It's just part of the app. So you do your workout, it registers that you completed a BOD workout, and it will load automatically into your group as like a check-in. There's also additional check-ins you can do and comments and likes and dislikes, all of that stuff on there. Very, very similar to our Facebook Fit Nation group. I know that some people don't mind checking into two places, but for those of us who love the accountability to check in, but maybe don't want to do it both places, this kind of takes that work out of checking in out for you and allows your coach access to see that you are getting your workouts in, and they can see how many you've logged and all of that stuff. So I'm not indicating at all that Fit Nation's going away. It's not. It's never going away. But just know that these BODGroups are becoming available, and they're going to become an option for you to join in on a specific challenge group based on a specific program. So as of right now, me as a coach, I don't plan on running like an ongoing BOD group. I will run very specific BOD groups for very specific programs. So the next one I'm going to kick off on Monday as like a test group to test out this BOD groups, and we're just going to do 21-day fix. I won't be doing the program because I'm still in the middle of 10 rounds, but I'm opening up to anybody who wants to do 21-day fix and check out this new app and kind of be a part of it. I said that I would take up to 10 women to jump in there so that I can really kind of test it out and make sure that I know what I'm doing and that it works okay and that they like it, and kind of get the feedback so we can see if BODGroups is kind of the way of the future and how we want to handle daily check-ins, or what do we think, right? And nobody's really got to play with it or test it out. So I wanted to just throw it out there to you guys to let you know that it's coming, that it's gonna appear. It's part of the Beachbody On Demand app. We're really excited about it. So is the main page gonna change? I don't use the app much. So the exact same thing at the top, it says like workouts, nutrition, something, something. There will be an extra one that says groups. So you'll just get an extra tab in that top view that you can click on, and then you can see all of the groups that are available, and you can join any of them. And then if you join one that requires, for example, there's a brand new program launching in July that requires like nunchucks. It's actually like a ropeless jump rope, but they look like nunchucks. But it's really cool, like a jump rope. So if you jumped into that group and your coach saw you pop in, then your coach can actually send you a cart like right from there to say like, hey, here's the link to the ropeless jump rope. Is that really what it's called? Yeah, I think so. The ropeless jump rope. It's part of this program. If you want it, here it is. Like, so it's just going to ease like the use for all of us. I think it's going to be really, really cool. So yeah, if you're on the webpage, you'll see it pop up. If you're on the app, you'll see it pop up. You don't have to do anything with it at this point. If you have no interest in hopping in a bod group, you don't have to. If you see it pop up and you want to see if your coach has like a cool group coming up that you need a reset and you want to hop in a new program, like best opportunity to just throw yourself in there and your coach will get notified. Or reach out to your coach and say like, hey, can you set up a group coming up for this program? I've got, 3 girls in here that want to do it with me. Like we can group up and do as many of these groups as we want to. If you've got a slew of girls in here that all want to do the same program, then let's do a bod group and do your check-ins. It's really cool. It like has exactly how many days. So like 10 rounds is a 42-day program. So every day it'll tell you you're on like 6 of 42, and it'll tell you how many workouts you've done, and you can log your Shakeology right in there. So you can track that. You can log like everything in there. So we're really, really enjoying the My Challenge Tracker. This is just like an up and better version of that. So we're really excited to test it out. So one other thing I wanted to mention in this little coffee chat today is that starting next week, and we're just testing this out also, see what happens. We are going to drop a weekly check-in on Sunday. So it's going to be one big post on Sunday that's going to say, on Monday, do this. On Tuesday, do this. But it's going to be one post. So the check-ins for next week, will be like all in one post. You'll just comment under that post each day without jumping ahead, even though you're going to know what Tuesday's question is and Wednesday's question is and Thursday's question is. So we'll have so many comments basically under one post instead of having 7 different posts throughout the week. I'm hoping that just kind of minimizes the clutter in Fit Nation, because we do have so many extra posts in questions and advice and recipes and those things, which I love. That we have a community page there for everybody to use it as a community and as their support. I think that's fantastic. But just to minimize that clutter, we'll try to go down to the one post a week and everybody check in under that. If we hate it and you don't like it after the first week, give us that feedback and we can adjust. I just want to check it out as we're incorporating BODGroups and Fit Nation, trying to simplify everybody's life, because at the end of the day, it just matters that you are getting your workouts in and sticking to your nutrition. You don't need to spend hours a day on the checking in social media part of it. So I'm just trying to like simplify and make that easy on everybody. So for those of you that are on live, do you guys have any other questions? You can either unmute yourself or drop them in the chat. We get to just kind of hang out. So I didn't really intend for this to be like super formal. I just had those like really big announcements to get out. And it's kind of a lot, which was what sparked this meeting. But going forward, like I said, I'd love to have just like a chit chatter type meeting versus like a formal, here's my PowerPoint agenda.
Hey, I'm just happy to be on the other end of a Zoom meeting, because I'm Katie. I'm like trying to fill like blank space in the void of no one asking questions. I had 2 today with my classes, and I was like, "Hello, kids. You listening? Do you have any questions?"
I had to tell Mackenzie, like her teacher was like reading them a story and then asking them questions. And I'm
Oh,
like,
I know. There.
I'm like, you need to pretend like you are in class. Like, raise your hand, answer these questions, like engage, like you're in the classroom. Like, I think the kids are like,
Oh, Daniel came and told me, he said, "Mom, do you know there's kids that are on their phones right now while the teacher's talking?" And I said, "I know, isn't it horrible?" He goes, "I'm going to go get mine." I'm like, "No, you're not."
Because we were taking a picture. She didn't smile. She was just on her phone.
oh.
Uh-huh. Are you bringing your sister to your Zoom meeting today, Mackenzie?
Yeah.
I don't know if Daniel wants to bring his brothers or not. It could be bad. Like, really. Sorry, I didn't mean to bomb your Zoom meeting with non-Fit Nation tech conversation.
No, that's perfect. That's what we're here for, right? That's the coffee chat.
Yeah. Tanya, where's your baby? Get baby. I need baby fix.
I know, I want to hold her so bad.
All I have in my house is baby chickens.
That's close.
It's okay. Oh, look at that little chunky belly. I just want to squish her cheeks.
You're so cute.
Oh.
Alyssa asked, are we going to have a schedule for who posts that check-in each week? I'm going to post it on Sunday. We'll see how it goes, and then we can kind of go from there on building, you know, what the questions are and what we want to use to check in and all that good stuff, if it looks good.
Are you going to do any more challenges or anything with, like, I don't know, not like as complicated as the March Madness, because that was a lot, but I noticed that people like support each other better when there's a I know that sounds terrible, but like, you know, the other day I just went through and I liked everybody's comments. I'm like, nobody liked anybody's stuff today. And you know, like nobody really replies or comments, and hopefully like if it's all in one place, people are more apt to do that and it doesn't get buried or lost. But I think that's a big part of it, is that people need, you know, it's good to post, but you need to hear back from people from time to time. And I feel like I don't do that very much. So
I 100% agree. And I've brought that up a couple of times to some of the coaches on the team. Like, part of this is that interaction in the comments. And when we did March Madness, the comments were like greater than 100 comments per day.
yeah.
Not that there was 100 people checking in, but just in the dialogue between people's conversations. And I do need to do something to increase that engagement again. So I'm going to let BODGroups roll out. I'm hoping that those help people like reconnect, because it's going to be so focused on each group of people that are doing the same program. Where Fit Nation is just so many people doing different programs and stuff. And I think if there's like some disconnect in, you know, that intimate relationship. So I'm hoping like all these mini BODGroups help bring that relationship back to life. And then, yes, I'm definitely planning on another type of challenge, fun thing in the group. Maybe in May, if not May, maybe June.
You know, I always liked the 21-day fixed challenge groups, because it was like, if I wanted to complain about the workout, I knew everybody else was on the same workout. I'd be like, that sucked today. And everybody would be like, yes, it did. And there was just that camaraderie with that. You know, I mean, when you're all doing the same thing, that's nice to check in with, I guess. So
I agree. So right now, a lot of us are doing 10 rounds and we're all on the same day. So I like, my workout automatically logs. So it tells like everybody what I'm doing, although everybody already knows because they're doing the same thing. So then I just have to write like, holy smokes, I'm shaking. And then everybody can reply the same thing because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you can't even walk after leg day in that program. Like, so yeah, I like the idea of like these like mini groups with everybody doing the same thing. And not everybody is like motivated to continue pushing play when they don't have like an exact accountability buddy too. Like
Right.
not everybody can do that or wants to do that. So I'm hoping that this like increases accountability. If you hop in this group, like everybody's going to know if you don't log a workout. So
Right.
because
Well, that's good to know. I don't use the app very much just because I don't know. I just always have my computer open on the floor. Like when I do my workouts, I don't ever work out from my phone. And my phone, I don't have the app on my TV. Like, do people watch it from like, do you connect the thing to your TV and watch it through that, or? how do
so
you-
I stream mine from my Roku stick.
Yeah, see, my TV is like 1 year too old for like a lot of apps. Like it was made in 2015. Like Disney Plus doesn't work. Ugh. I have to get a stick of some kind apparently because I'm like behind in technology or something. But anyways, I just use my computer. So I guess I was just wondering if the groups would still work on that, and it sounds like it's going to. But I would do that. I mean, I like that kind of accountability and in groups. I mean, sometimes I don't always do a certain challenge or a certain workout program, but I don't know. I think that I'm more on track when I do.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's like definite a requirement to have to do them. And if you hop in it and decide like, I'm not really feeling 21 Day Fix, I want to hop in something different. Like the goal will be for me to have like several different groups going, so everybody can kind of choose which route they want to go in and hop in whatever group. It's just going to take me some practice to really know what that looks like and how how it plays out.
Yep. Yep. Well, I'm going to jump off this meeting because if I don't feed my beast before the next Zoom meeting at 1:00, it's going to get real.
I fed mine right before, so I get it. All right, if there's no other questions, I will stop the recording and I will drop it in FitNation for anybody who wants to catch up and see what's the haps. So thank you for joining, and talk to you guys all later.
Bye.
Bye.